Guys, welcome back to the Dark Souls 2 playthrough. Thank you for joining me, and yes, my name is James, also known as Bish. And yeah, wow, so our last episode ended us off with us talking to a load of NPCs, and basically getting ourselves to grip with Majula, this lovely, lovely place where we praise the sun. Now, if you were new to this game, then you will probably, more than likely, no doubt, go down that way. Now, that's completely fair enough. I understand that, because I did the exact same thing when I first started this playthrough, my first playthrough of this game. Down there is a place, I can't remember the name of the place now, it's one of my favourite areas of the game, and I can't even bloody remember the name of the place. But we'll come back to that area later on. We're going to go the other way first, the main way, the starting off place. Rest the bonfire quickly, I don't even know why, but I just did it, because I'm an idiot. And we're going to go down this way. This is the place that we're actually meant to be going. Very difficult to... So very easy to miss. Very, very easy to miss, in fact. And it's probably the reason why people go that way so much. But, yes, this is the way that we've got to go to start off with the game. If you're new to the game, this is definitely the best place to go for you. The thing that's great about this game is it's not on rails. You can go wherever you... Well, I say it's not on rails. The first half of the game is not on rails, and then the second half of the game is slightly on rails. It's kind of weird. By on rails, I mean sort of like where the game sort of guides you through it. Like sort of like the Call of Duty story, or the... or like Halo story, or something like that. Where it's all very linear, it's all one way. This game is very interesting. The way that the FromSoft did this game on the PS3 version was they had to get rid of a lot of things, had to make a lot of sacrifices for the FPS, for the frame rate in the game. This is one of the ways they did it. They used this as sort of a way of loading up certain parts of the game. Really quite interesting, and it really did make the game, well, the only thing with the PS3 version of the game was the fact that it was very, very frame ratey, which is a shame, really. Down here's the human effigy. You can get back up from going that way, but I can actually go... I'm going to go this way. Do the jump mechanic and... Oh, what the hell? Why is there a summon here? Homeward Bone and a Soul of Lost and Dead. Why there's a summon there, I have no idea. It doesn't even look like a summon as well. That's kind of weird. But yes, that's the other way of going about it. You can do it that way. Now, the Forest of the Fallen Giants. This place is great. This is where we start to get into the combat aspects of the game and really start to figure out how to play the game properly and stuff. It's really good fun. Now, this guy he's absolutely clueless as to who the hell I am or what the hell I'm doing, so I'm just going to own him. Take that guy out, nice and easy. Over here is a lovely little soul. I can't remember what this soul is. I think it's just... Oh, it's a life gem. Okay, nice and interesting. Now, that is the way that we actually have to go. But here, nicely placed for us, is a bonfire. Now, if you want to... The thing that's great about bonfires is that if you light it, it doesn't respawn the enemies. But you still respawn here if you die, which is really nice. So you don't actually have to rest at the bonfire. If you rest at the bonfire, it respawns all the enemies in the area. But I've not used any items, and I've not lost any health, so I'm not going to. It just makes this next bit a little bit easier. This guy's going to come after us. He's going to try and give us a hug because he has no weapons. Don't know why, but there you go. Now this next guy, I'm going to do a... Oh no, okay, maybe not. I was trying to do that, but I was failing miserably. You can also do a guard break as well, remember rightly. No, I'm failing miserably. God, why can I not do it? I can't seem to... It's the first time I played this on the Xbox. You know what? I'm just not even going to try an attempt. Okay, so this guy fires arrows at you. Now, there is two little things you can do here. You can either A, go straight for him, but there's another guy there that you have to be careful of. This guy's got a shield as well. So you can do it this way, or you can actually, you can go here. Now, when you go here, you can activate this guy, come down here with this, like this, and then the other guy can't shoot at you while you take this guy out. Really handy. And it's not a bad way of starting things off. So, by the way, guys, for those of you that don't know, Estus Flask, it stops you from moving, but it does a considerable amount of health regain and really quickly as well. The Life Gem does it over time, which is also really helpful and very handy. Something you will need later on. It's this guy now, this jerk, he's out of the way with, and he also just dropped some of his hollow inventory armor. Not really that great, I must admit. The hollow inventory set is very, really, really crap. I've never really used it ever. And this guy is indeed actually a trap. If you go and get that item, then he will get up and he'll try and attack you from behind. So be very careful about that. Little note to you guys: any body on the floor that is there that you haven't killed before is more than likely going to jump out at you. So just bear that in mind. This game is Dark Souls. It's FromSoft. FromSoft are notoriously known for their traps and little tiddy little bits that really annoy the living hell out of you. These guys are, let's just say, if you're new to the game, you might get a little bit stuck on those guys. We've got an archer attacking us from there, a little jerk as well. We're going to take that guy out in just a second, once I've been shot in the face by him a couple of times. I'm going to grab a human effigy, a life gem, and I remember rightly, this item here is a broken straight sword. Yes. Now, this guy is actually neutral. He won't attack you, but you can lock onto him. He technically is an enemy. We were going to take him out in just a second, once we've gotten rid of the archer. Also to note, if you want it, there is an item there. You have to jump from here onto that rock there. Make sure it is that rock as well, because it is a very tricky jump. If you feel a little bit underconfident, I suggest taking off your armor, because basically in this game, I will talk about this quickly now actually. If you see at the bottom right hand side corner, it says 50.9%. That is my equip burden. That's how much I have got in terms of equipment on me. Now, if you go over 70%, this roll here that I'm doing now will turn into a fat roll. Makes it a really, really slow roll, basically. Anything lower than 70 is actually completely fine. And you can... basically, the lower you go in percentage, the further you will roll. It's not a massive... like, sort of improvement. So if I took off all of my armor, it wouldn't be a huge... It wouldn't be huge, but it is enough to basically help you out with some of the bosses. So can't really complain too much. If you want to run around naked, then you can do, and in the first game it really did help, but inside Dark Souls 2 it's not as potent. Now these two are arseholes. These guys are here to ambush you. There's two of them, and they are annoying as hell. What you want to do is you want to take out the first guy and then dive back so that the other guy can't hit you, because they will both try and attack you. They are so annoying, these two are. Up here is another item, another soulless, nameless soldier soul, and here is our annoying archer that's been annoying us for ages. Over there is an item that I will actually start to use. It's the short sword. This sword is rather nice. Also a lost undead soul, very nice. I'm going to switch the short sword because I actually... I need dexterity. Okay, we'll keep to the broadsword for now. Now, you can drop down, but you must have full health, guys. The drop is just huge. So what I'm going to do is to save my Estus Flask and to save myself from dying, I'm going to drop down this way instead. So I only lost a tiny bit of health there. That's kind of nice. These guys... These Haid Knights are actually really quite powerful, so be very careful when killing them. So, the best way to fight these guys is to block, dodge, and try and get a backstab. But be very careful because they have some really fast moves. See what I mean? Very, very strange moveset as well. Very, very strange to attack. It's a very, very, very strange monster. Oh god, I forgot about this guy. This guy was on the floor, and as I said before, they get up. That guy was actually on the floor waiting for me to go close to the fog gate. Ah, that move is so scary. I don't like it at all. So guys, make sure you do dodge out the way this guy is. His moves are quite powerful for a starting, at least for a starting character anyway. I'm going to use another life gem just in case. I'm going to dodge out the way of his moves. And I killed him. There we go. So this guy, he drops a relatively good sword, the Hayd Knight sword. It's not incredible. I've never personally used it that much. It's not too bad, but it's sort of like... It's not a bad weapon. It scales with lightning, so it has a lightning attribute to it. All the Hayd weapons do, actually. Lightning weapons they're good. Depending on the weakness of the monster. We will get into that a little bit later now. You can rather go two ways here. You can go to the right and get ambushed by two guys, or you can go to the left and be ambushed by one guy. I prefer to go the left way. Once you kill that guy, nice and easy, what you do here is you go to this spot here and then come back. Both of them will come after you. And you can just take them out really nice and easy. Like that. Or you could just get hit like I did. And then in here, you'd think it's just an empty room. But in actual fact, if you knock this over, there is a nice item here with some wooden bolts. Now, this guy is a little bit harder than the last enemies. And you have to be careful with him. As for me, I know how to backstab, so that guy got taken out quite quickly. That guy's got a lot more attack power, so be very careful. Make sure you do dodge him. Now, this area here is an arsehole. Wait for this guy. If you stay here, the guy should solidly walk to the right. Once it's done that, we can run up there and take him out. Or take them both out. And then dodge. Or, as he did that time, we're actually okay. This guy fires fire bombs. Rather annoying. Luckily. Oh, now, here is an interesting little thing about the weapons in this game. Weapons in this game have durability. Now, they did in the last game as well, but the durability was so completely... It rarely went down that you never even needed to do what I'm doing now. I'm going to equip the short sword, and I'm going to... Oh, because I've not got no dexterity, have I? Sorry, that's my fault. Let's equip the yellow quartz longsword. Now, if I one-hand this weapon, I can't use it effectively. If I use it in two hands, I can. Now, the reason why is because my strength down there, it needs 13 strength. Now, when you one-hand a sword, your strength is normal. So, at the moment, my strength is 11. Now, if I two-hand that sword, that same sword, or if I two-hand any sword, my strength for that weapon will increase double. So, at the moment, I actually have 22 strength, just because I'm two-handed the weapon. But if I one-hand it, it will only be 11. It doubles, I think it doubles at least, anyway, the strength requirement. It doesn't do this for dexterity, however, it only does it for strength, which is very, very interesting. Now, anyway, as I was, we're talking about the durability. Yeah, basically, what you want to do is make sure that your weapon doesn't break. Otherwise, you'll have to go to a blacksmith, which at the moment we don't even have, which we will have very shortly. And you'll then need to pay souls to repair it. Really not too great. You don't really want to be doing that. You want to make sure that your weapon stays to low durability. Well, make sure that your weapon doesn't break, at least. And then after that, it's all just about using a different weapon until you rest a bonfire. The durability of your weapon will replenish when you rest a bonfire, so it's kind of nice. This weapon ain't actually that bad. Sort of reminds me of like a Keyblade from from Kingdom Hearts. Kind of nice. It's kind of a cool weapon. So we're very, very next to the next bonfire, which we'll go in. We'll go do in just a second. This guy here gets up when you pick those witching urns up. Not too difficult if you know how to kill him, or you can just stagger him with the stone ring. Quite easy to stagger those monsters anyway, even without the stone ring. And this is our next bonfire. This is where we need to go. So, in here is several things to note. First, of course, is the bonfire, which we will rest at, because we can get then our short sword, our broadsword back to full strength. So that's nice. So now I've got our broadsword back. Also here, you can also with the bonfires, I completely forgot to say it, but you can light a torch. You only have a certain amount of time, but you can use that for little things later on in the game, and I will teach you that later on. But for now, let's talk to this good old little deer here. This woman sells some relatively important things. Most important thing being the blacksmith's key from Majula. Very, very important. We will use that very soon. We're also going to buy a couple of fire bombs. You'll see why in just a second. She also sells 5 human effigies, some life gems, amber herbs, witching urns, throwing knives. Throwing knives are pretty good actually. She also sells the Traveler's Merchant Hat, which raises item discovery, which is kind of nice. The other parts of the set don't, which is kind of ridiculous. Well, which is about right actually. Just the head, so you only really need the head piece, really. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to get it. I watched a couple of weeks ago a run through of this game. Took the guy an hour. And he used dual clubs, and it was absolutely amazing. There's dual wielding in this game now. It's not like Dark Souls 1 where you get a shield and a sword. It's a bit of both. Now, we won't talk to her because we'll need to talk to her later anyway to get her back to Majula. But for now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use some of my souls because I want to get one of the items that she's got inside her inventory. Very nice about this game is you can actually use more than one item at a time, which is really nice. Okay, let's talk to her and let's get the item that I want. The Ferrous Lockstone, very, very important for a ring and a Titanite slab later on. Well, let's say later on, very close actually, very soon. Okay, so the reason why I bought the fire bombs, this is actually, you don't really need to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. If you fire a firebomb about here, it didn't work. Look down on the floor. It didn't work again. I'm going to go and get another one. It might have been patched, actually saying that. It could have been patched, or I could just be doing it horribly wrong. I don't know. Let's see now. It should be about there. I can't do it. Basically, on the other side of that wall is a shortcut to the other side to like another part of the map. And I usually can do it first time, but for some reason that's I don't know. It could just be the PC version. It might not actually have what I'm looking for. By the way, guys, for those of you that don't know, these are summon signs. These are other people online that basically want to play co-op with you. We'll be doing a bit of co-op later on a couple of the bosses. But for now, there seems to be tons. Actually, there literally seems to be tons of them around at the moment, which is really nice. So this is actually locked. But by the looks of things, it's a little bit broken. So I reckon, personally, we can just knock this straight down. There you go. So we're now inside this room. Inside this room is another sleeping enemy. And he's dead. And also here is a hand axe and radiant life gems. And also, if I remember rightly, no, it's not this one, it's the next chest in here. Repair powder and small leather shield. Interesting. Not too bad. Inside this room is our second Estus Flask shard. Very, very handy. And really worthwhile getting. The small white soapstone as well, which can allow you to play co-op with other people, which basically means that you can summon yourself to other people's world. And I bloody missed it. That up there is just a divine blessing. Nothing really too important. By the way, divine blessings, guys, for those of you that want to know, they fully recover your HP and cures all status effects. Very interesting. So, the next part of the map is down here. However, because I am a sucker for fire longswords, I'm going to go and get the fire longsword. Now, if you are new to this game, you will probably not know about this longsword, but we will show you whereabouts it is. So if you drop down here, and I missed that. I cannot believe I missed it. Wow, he's dead. He's not dead. Wow, okay, fair enough. Well, there you go. I'm just slowly but surely just like having my life drained. The way out of this area, because you just drop down from there, is actually to the left here, through this broken wall. The enemy would have respawned, and that's actually just back where we came from. However, this is the jump that we need to do. You get a nice item, human effigy again, very, very handy. And we're going to keep jumping down. Let's kill this guy so he doesn't follow us and backstab us. But down this way is the way we need to go. So, let's go get our item here. This area down here is full of enemies, but it won't be too much of a problem. These guys are relatively easy. 2 down. Very nice. For those of you that want to know, that is the RT move. Kills them in 2 hits with this weapon, which isn't too bad at all. This is the one-handed one. That actually is also 2 hits. It's not too bad, actually. The guy just got backstabbed. Now, down here is another hollowed piece of inventory armor. Not really that important. And I wouldn't suggest going in there if you're being chased by monsters. That's a definite. Because it's a one-way track. This guy here still doesn't have a clue what the hell's going on. And he's now dead. So, the fire longsword. Now, down here, you can actually go into this, by the way, guys. Don't worry. This won't kill you. However, that will. So, be careful. What you want to do is you want to time yourself. Make sure that you wait for that to come first. Open the door. And roll straight in. Now, I completely forgot about these two, actually, guys. Before you get attacked by the salamander, you want to run back because these two are waiting for you, and they will ambush you. So be very careful about this. I actually completely forgot. I'll show you where they came from in just a second. But dun 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 dun, the fire longsword. There it is. I'm guessing I can't use it yet as well. Yes, I need 9 dexterity. I'll go do that in just a second and level up very soon. So yeah, they actually drop from up there, and if you come to about, I think it's about here, just about here, they will drop down and they'll try and kill you. So before you go and kill the salamander, make sure you kill those two, and don't get ambushed like I just did. Finally, to note, inside this area there is also a couple of lovely life gems just here waiting for us. Nothing else really down here of interest. The fire longsword is the item that I'm going to be using for a little part of the game. I don't think I'm going to use the bastard sword. I think I'm going to eventually take off the... I think what I'll do is I'll actually take off the fire damage of the fire longsword and just use the longsword. As I like the longsword's moveset, and I like... I just love the power. It's really nice. It's a nice weapon. I haven't actually used a single Estus Flask this entire game so far. That's kind of interesting. So this guy is going to still continue to throw fire bombs at us. While he's firing fire bombs at us, I'm going to absolutely own him. Okay, so now that we've done that, that's just the first little bit that I wanted to go around and do and get the longsword. I'm actually now going to go back to Majula. Actually, I want to use some of my souls and also upgrade our Estus flasks, because the next part of the map isn't too difficult, but if you are new to the game, you might get hurt quite a bit. So we've got enough there to level up a little bit of our dexterity that we're going to need. We only need about, I'd say probably about 30 dexterity. No, 20 dexterity is really all we're going to go up to, I think, on this character. It's a strength. This is a strength build after all. So I'm going to talk to the Emerald Herald.
Here to see light. However,
yes, let's get our Estus flasks upgraded. So there we go. Very nice. We now have 3 instead of 2. Shut up, chatty woman. Let me level up. Okay, so let's increase our dexterity to about 11, and our strength up another 1. I think will be fine for now. So that gets rid of a lot of souls, but it levels us up to whatever level we actually did get up to. I didn't even see there. Level 17, so that's not too bad. So that means that now we can use our fire longsword. This is exactly the weapon that I want to use. And also the Hades Knight sword, which we will have a look at actually as well. So Hades Knight fire sword has got like a very vertical moveset. It's very strange. And you got our sort of like a, it's kind of an interesting moveset actually. I didn't really notice it. I love that little stabby thing. That's really quite cool. Okay, let's go open our door for the blacksmith. And let's talk to him.
Oh, yes, very good. Now I can get to work. But first, let me set up. Come again later.
Okay, so basically all you need to do here to get him to be in the right place is rest at the bonfire, and it'll respawn all of the NPCs into the right places. So he will now be working along in his usual place, making weapons. Also inside here is our first archery weapon, really important. The short bow, really quite important for later on in the game.
You, stand back. This is dangerous work. The name's Lenigrast. Just a simple blacksmith. And you are... another useless traveller.
Well, that's not very nice.
A man ought to labour with his feet planted firmly in the earth. Not roam around like you flirtatious vagabonds.
Flirtatious vagabond.
What does it matter? Go on, show me what you've got.
Yes,
Your
please.
equipment. Let me have a look.
Okay, so inside his inventory he sells the longsword, the broad longsword, the falchion, the estoc, the rapier, the battle axe, the mace, and the spear. All very interesting weapons, and personally, all kind of pretty interesting weapons actually. Yeah. He also sells repair powder and 10 Titanite shards. Titanite shards are what you need to upgrade your weapons, which we will do now actually. Just quickly. We need 1 Titanite shard. I'm going to use it just to 1 level because I haven't got enough for a second one. But our fire longsword is now +1. Plus 10 is what we want. That is the highest that a weapon can go. And we'll be doing that later. We also upgrade our armor as well, which I might do at some other points, but for now I haven't really gotten that much of great armor, so I think we will not upgrade this armor set at least anyway. Okay, now that we've done that, let's go back to our lovely little Cardinal Tower. So again, there you go, just how awesome the travelling system in this game is. The loading times on the PC version of this game is so much quicker than the PS3 version. I'm so happy. I was going to get rid of them, but to be honest, there really isn't any point. So these guys, that guy was pretending to sleep. In actual fact, he was just waiting for you. So these two are now dead. If you go across here, there's another one on the floor. If you pick up that treasure, just here, he will awaken and try to kill you. Now, whoa, A up. That was interesting. That was very interesting. Sorry about people logging in, by the way. I completely forgot that because we're on online. I can't really do anything much about that. So yeah, that door's locked. We need a key for that, which will be from the boss a little bit later on. Now down here, you can get down here earlier on in the game and get some of the items from down here, but these flame salamanders were the guys that we were just facing before with the flame attack over there with the fire longsword. But these guys are really difficult, so you don't want to you don't really want to take them out with anything but range. Really, make sure that you do it that way. We will probably do that at some other point, probably not yet. Now, fog gate with a guy sitting here waiting for you to go into the fog gate. Really nice of him. Really nice of him indeed. Let's have a look at this guy. He's got the I've forgotten what that helmet is now. It's a good helmet though. It does look pretty cool. So, let's enter the mist. Go to our next area. Up there is the way we've got to go, but I want to go this way first so that we can actually do something about that mansion inside Majula. There is a character that we need to talk to in here who gives us a key and a bit more backstory to the place. We will do that now. This place is just full, I mean literally full and infested with archers and general idiots, really. This guy's going to come up the ladder and we're going to take him out. No? You going to come up? That's a good boy. Thank you. So, here is one of the archers. Now, we can take him from around down from range, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this guy out by... If you pull this guy back to about here, these guys will still shoot at you, but they won't be able to really attack you. So, take this melee guy out first. That way, then, we can take out this other range guy really quickly. Now, this guy I'm going to take out in a little bit. We'll come back to him in a bit. Now, if you do a jump here and you get hit by that arrow there, you will fall down, so be very careful. However, I'm quick enough, just about, to be able to take this guy out nice and easily. Now, we'll go and sort that guy out first. But first, we'll go this way to the left, and we will go and do go and get this key. Don't do what I did and run straight into that. That guy kills himself to basically push the boulder down. It's a bit ridiculous. And that is where the boulder goes. Don't go down that way. It's just F. So, this item here, another human effigy. Really helpful, really handy. 5 of them at the moment, which is really good. We haven't died once yet, so that's really nice. This is the guy that gives you the key. Let's talk to him. See what he's doing. He looks a bit confused.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just daydreaming, I think. My name is Kale. I'm a traveler, like yourself. I'm navigating the continent to create a map. Why cartography, you ask? Well, that's a good question. When I first came to this forsaken land, it was... a curse? Something about a curse?
Yes.
How embarrassing. I seem to have lost my focus.
So this guy's also cursed.
I do know one thing for certain.
And he's starting to slowly lose his
I've always
mind.
been very fond of maps.
He doesn't even really
I
know
came to this land some time ago.
why he's here.
Drangleic, the Lost Kingdom. It sounded so romantic. Have you seen Majula? Oh, there's a rather spacious mansion there.
Yeah, actually.
I've made it my temporary home.
Oh.
Something of a squatter, I'm afraid. Inside the mansion, I found a strange map, like none I'd ever seen. I believe that it's a map of Drangleic. Now I'm traveling the land to prove it.
I think it's...
Yes. Yes, that's it. That's why I came to the kingdom.
Did you really?
Wait. No. That wasn't it.
He's very confused. He's at a very strange state of mind. In fact, so strange.
Were you looking for that map? Wonderful. Then you're fascinated by maps, just like me.
That he
Shame on you.
he gives you a key.
Before.
They're really quite interesting.
Here, take this.
The key to the mansion.
What a joy to meet a kindred spirit out here. Incredible, really, isn't it? Such a map to be chiseled in stone. Oh, but one thing. I would not venture deep into the mansion. Now, I can't be certain, but I've heard disturbing noises.
Ah, we'll be
Something
fine.
about it feels wrong. Just be careful, please.
Of course I will. So he talks about there being some strange noises in the mansion. We will go have a look at that very shortly. Here is an amber herb. You can dodge onto that if you want to. However, I'm not going to risk a death, and I'm just going to go back the other way. It's a lot simpler, a lot easier, and a lot less fatal if I fall off. So I'm going to go up the ladder, and we're going to go take out this arsehole archer. When I first played this game, I got so annoyed at this archer. It's unreal. Okay, and then we're now back onto here, and we can go across here like this, onto here, and up this wooden sort of tree thing. I don't know, whatever it is. Now, if you're quiet enough, you can actually get the edge on these guys. Take that guy out nicely and dodge away from that guy there. And because this guy's nice and slow, it's very easy. Now, up those stairs is not only that firebomb guy, but also when you get halfway up the ladders, a event will happen. One of the bosses inside the game spawns here, and you can kill it early inside the game if you are good enough. I will show it to you in just a second. I will not kill it because I want to show you the actual main boss area where you fight it. However, this guy is kind of important actually. If you go to here, make this guy throw these flame. Didn't work. I didn't get it. Oh, come on. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get that guy to hit these barrels. Unfortunately, this guy has just cocked it up. There we go. I finally done the guard break. There we go. So this guy is just an arsehole firing fireballs. But if you get the firebomb to hit those barrels, it explodes and opens up a shortcut to the bonfire, which unfortunately I can't show you because I've just screwed it up. Well, I didn't screw it up, the other guy did. That's fine, we'll sort that out later. So, this guy comes down from an eagle. This guy is the first boss. Make sure you do not get hit by that blue attack. He's actually, no, sorry, he's the second boss inside the game, sorry. But you can fight him here. He's relatively easy if you know his moves. And you've got to be very patient with this guy. However, I'm going to jump off the edge, and he will despawn. You will now go to the main boss area. Forgot that this guy wasn't dead. And now he is. Okay, let's keep going. So around this corner is a guy that just really doesn't have a clue what the hell he's doing. That guy, I don't even think once has he ever attacked me because he's just that easy to kill. Down these ladders. And down in this corner is a lovely green blossom. We're about to find that guy there. A very interesting character, which we'll talk to in just a second. This room is trapped by a load of those there. Make sure you don't just like run in as well, because these guys will just ambush you like crazy. Hey up. Being very careless. Oh my goodness. Look at my health. That was close. I almost had the first death already. That was very close. So yeah, be very careful of that ambush in this room. It's very, very easy to get caught. However, inside this area is some great soul arrows ready for the sorcerers. Also a blue wooden shield and another large soul. Now, the reason why we got our Ferrous Lockstone was actually down here. See this little thing here? This little face? We activate our Ferrous Lockstone inside there and it'll do something interesting. However, first things first, this chest is trapped. Be very, very careful. It will rather be a white chest or poison. Dodge out the way of it. The white one will fire arrows and can be quite dangerous. It fires 3 sets of arrows as well, so be very careful. Titanite Shard, not too bad at all if you ask me. Let us use this Ferrous Lockstone and see what happens. Activates this wall. Now this wall, if you hit it, becomes a secret door to some rather interesting items. First item on the list is our Titanite Slab, which is going to be really good for leveling up our weapon to +10. And finally, the Chloranthy Ring. What this ring does is it increases how quickly our stamina comes back to us. It's not by much, but it's enough to do a little bit of. It gives you a little bit of help. Now this door is actually locked. It does not open from this side. However, if you hit it, as you can hear, knock knock. Look at this. Here he is. Now there's actually more than one enemy in this area, so be very careful. Luckily the other guys haven't come after me yet. There's 2 of them, I think. 2 more? Yes, there's 2 of them. I got hit, but it was only a little bit, so it's not too bad. I always seem to try and go for the backstabs. It's a lot harder to go for backstabs inside this game compared to Dark Souls, so be very careful with that. It's something that new players or people that have played Dark Souls will have to get used to really, really, really badly, because it took me quite a long time to get used to that. Also, inside this chest is the Life Ring and a large Titanite Shard, really kind of nice. This just increases our max HP by a little tiny bit. It's not really that important, it's not really that great, but considering we've got 4 ring slots, we might as well use them while we can. So it's not too bad. We've got ourselves a starting set of rings and our longsword and all that sort of stuff. So let's go talk to Pate, one of our first characters. You might notice something interesting about this character.
Hello there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh yes, you be cautious if you go any farther. There's treasure in there for certain, but the entrance locks from behind. I saw the same design earlier, and it's the same contraption, I'm sure. I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first. The rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the lid for himself, but it trapped him inside. I still have the gent's ring. I do hope he wasn't harmed.
Very curious. He's still got the gent's ring. It's really quite interesting. And in fact, it was so interesting when I first did this, my first playthrough, I actually killed this guy because I was so pissed off. But
I'll leave this one to you. I'm worried about what might be inside.
he basically tries to get you to go in there because there's treasure. So the door will lock behind us very shortly. There we go. So it locks behind us and we are now trapped inside this area. Is it worth it? That is the question. Well, let's go find out, shall we? Lots of ambushes in this area, guys. Lots of ambushes. I'm going to use the life gem. Just in case. So I killed that guy. I'm going to use another life gem, just in case. That's the thing that I do like about the longsword. It's fast enough to take out some people with like halberds and stuff like that. Take this guy out. Oh god! I almost ran out of stamina. And even though he had his shield up, it was nice and easy. Right, so there is up here a archer and two of these soldier guys. Oh, ayo. This guy, I don't think he follows you. Oh, yeah. This guy doesn't follow you. I'm going to use the Hades Knight's Knight Sword just temporarily. Just to see what it's like. It's not too bad. Now, I'm not gonna take him out yet because here is the treasure that we were after. You have to press the A button on that and not hit it with your sword. It's kind of interesting. There are two different types of hidden doors in this game. Really kind of weird. The Sorcerer's Staff and Amber Herb. If you really want to call that treasure, then you can do. But if you started off as a sorcerer, you already have all those things. Really not that important. I love that move. That moveset's really cool. I do very much like the R2s on this weapon. It's very nice. So, we can now go back and talk to Pate. Now that we have just done that and the door has locked behind us, let's talk to Pate again.
Well, I see you managed to escape. I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh, but you should take this.
He gives us one of the most important items in the game, in my personal opinion, especially if you want to play online.
To call out for help to one another across the fissures between worlds. With luck, somebody will lend you a hand.
Yes, they will. So basically, the White Soapstone allows us to be summoned to other people's world and help other people out with their world, basically. Really kind of interesting and really kind of cool. Guys, it's been quite a long time and I would like to get through to the first boss, but unfortunately we haven't got time for that. I'm going to leave us here, and when we come back we will get to fighting the first boss and get a shortcut to the bonfire and stuff like that. Anyway guys, thank you for watching and we'll see you very soon. Thank you and goodbye.